clean your glasses with it.
No, I'm gonna wash my face.
Well,
Don't do that.
Well. Okay, but don't get me wet. Good morning, guys. As I drop you the second time. How about that? Let's try this. Because it's not. What in the world is going on? It's going to be a great Monday. We're going to get this. Right. We want to get this day started. Like, the phone is not going to fall anymore.
No.
It's going to be great. Stay.
Excuse me, everyone.
Good
I'm so
morning.
sorry.
Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Hope you guys had a great weekend. And, excuse me, it was restful. It was a beautiful weekend. Are you going to put that back in my purse, or you going to just play with it the whole time? No, put it in my purse, please. Thank you, and I appreciate you. So, good morning, guys. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I promise I never yawn until I turn the camera on. Isn't that right, Rosie? You want to say good morning before you go?
Sure.
Do you want to say good morning before you go?
What?
Do you want to say good morning?
Good morning.
Did you really have to think about it like that?
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
It's been
And what's
long.
tomorrow, Rosemont?
Tomorrow's my birthday.
And what do you want for your birthday, Rosie?
I want a crown that says happy birthday.
And what else?
I want a sash that says birthday princess. I want it to be pink.
She wants a crown that says happy birthday. Don't I have one of those at home?
I don't want one that you've already worn. I need a new one.
So for Rosie's birthday tomorrow, she wants a crown and she wants a sash that says birthday princess. How old will you be tomorrow?
I will be 15.
15 whole years. Good morning.
Whole years.
15 whole years. Courtney was 22 yesterday.
Now you know she's not okay with that. She would like to believe that she's 17.
Yeah, she thinks she's 17 and refuses to age anymore. So she didn't even want us to say her birthday number out loud. She was like, no, don't say it out loud. It's like, Court, you're growing up. But you can't make her believe that. So good morning. Good morning, Michael. I'm trying to wake. Y'all, I never yawn until the camera comes on, and then I'm like, let me yawn. Because, really, Rosemont?
I forgot.
Unzip that.
I don't want to.
All right, guys. Fearless thought for the day. And Rosie, they loved your quote, by the way, last week.
Oh, last week?
Mm-hmm. Church is where I found God, but it's also where I learned to judge. Great quote. How many of us learn to judge people inside of church? Just saying. So the Fearless thought.
$2.49.
Huh? Yeah, it's not cheap. I'm gonna make so.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
The Fearless thought for the day is, well, it's actually a question. It ain't even a thought. Are you taking shortcuts? Are you taking shortcuts along the way to get to where?
Home.
Huh? Like
Finish. I'm talking to myself.
Are you taking shortcuts along the way to get to where you want to be?
bye.
To get to. Love you. Be peaceful.
Okay.
Have a beautiful day. Be peaceful, Mel. Oh, are you taking shortcuts along the way? So this is what I found. I've been guilty of this sometimes as a procrastinator, that I take shortcuts because I have procrastinated. And what happens when I procrastinate and take shortcuts is that I end up having to do it over anyway. Right, Rosemont?
That's very true.
Yes, that's very true. So what are you taking shortcuts on that you know you don't need to? What you are, because you're thinking it's making you get ahead, but you're really gonna. And how many of us have children and we see them do shortcuts, or we see them do certain things, and we try to tell them, hey, if you keep doing it like this, you're gonna do it over. And they don't believe us, and then they end up taking the shortcut, and then they end up doing it over again. How many? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. How many of us are taking shortcuts? She said, Miss Margaret said, good morning.
Good morning.
You want to tell Miss Margaret what you want for tomorrow?
I want a crown and a sash that says birthday princess, and my crown should say happy
Tomorrow's her birthday. So she wants a crown and a pink sash that says birthday princess. Because, y'all, until the age of 5, Rosie owned no other color than pink. Like, there was no pink in highlights. There was no pink in nothing. It was just all pink. And she still holds true to that color. Yeah. So, how many of us are taking shortcuts on the things that we know we don't need to be taking shortcuts on? That, excuse me, that are driving us, that are, our shortcuts are sometimes helping our crazy continue. Our shortcuts at times are keeping us where we at. Our shortcuts keep us redoing the same thing over and over. Like when I wasn't for real about living past crazy, when Margaret, do not help this child out. She's already a monster. So when I wasn't for real about my relationships and living past crazy, like when I wasn't real with it, then I found myself having the same relationships over and over again. When because I was taking shortcuts. So I would say, I'm not gonna let a man do this to me no more. He not just gonna do this, and he not gonna do this to me. But I would shortcut my way to it, meaning I would say it and I wouldn't do the work of it. So I would say he couldn't talk to me any kind of way, but I didn't do the work of, why am I not letting him talk to me any kind of way? What is it that's bothering me? Why do they feel comfortable talking to me that way? Why do they feel comfortable treating me that way? Maybe I need to be by myself to figure it out. I just wanted to say the words and it be so. And so I kept doing shortcuts. And with the shortcuts, I found myself right back in the same thing. How many of y'all, I can't be the only one that's guilty of taking shortcuts. I'm just going to cut through here right fast and do this right quick. When I took shortcuts in my relationships, when I took shortcuts in my career, excuse me, it all ended me right back in the same place. So until I got real about why I was having crazy in my life, like when like JoJo, for real, you can't just say the words. You need to sit down and think, why is this continuing to happen? And maybe you are a willing participant in it. Why? Then I got real about it, and then I stopped taking a shortcut. Because once I realized, right, we have to know that you can't actually just speak it. You got to work on it. And those shortcuts will have you looking crazy. Girl, I don't know why I'm doing the same thing again. I don't know why I'm in the same relationship. I don't know what's going on. It's because you took a shortcut. You said the words, I'm not going to take this crazy relationship. I'm not going to work in this crazy job no more. These crazy people ain't going to talk to me like this. They not fixing to do me any kind of way. But then when it came down to doing the work of stopping it, we didn't. We didn't want to because it was hard work. And that's what I found a lot of times, especially in relationships. And if you have those girlfriends, and Michael, you representing a man on here, you talking to your dog, like, man, all these women crazy. And for the ladies, there ain't no good men out here. Maybe it's because we have not taken time to be by ourselves, to know what we really like and we truly like. And sometimes we are more afraid of being alone than we are of doing the work. So I'm more scared to sit in my house by myself and ask myself the hard questions. I'd rather deal with crazy. I'd rather have lack. I'd rather have less than. I'd rather deal with a relationship that's not fulfilling to me, because the work is going to require, because you're going to say, JoJo, it don't take all of that. It don't take me sitting down in a room to be quiet, to figure out what I like. Hell, I know what I like. I don't want no man talking to me this way. And I don't want this and this. But that's the shortcut, boo. And if you find a man or woman, Michael, thank you for representing a man. If you find somebody, oh my God, say it, girl. You find somebody and you in a relationship with them, and they're trying to give you their all, the best they got, you can't receive it. You want to know why? Because you took the shortcut to get there. Now, you may say, girl, if I just had a good man that would treat me right, pay my bills, he was putting it down in the bedroom, that's all I need. Nope, you would not be happy. You want to know why? Because you haven't done the work. You took the shortcut, so you can't even receive what it is he want to give you. And for the men, you can't, that woman, as Erica Badu say, she's giving him all the loving, but he didn't know what to do with it. Meaning she was giving him all the things he was asking for, but he didn't know what to do with it. And so sometimes we've got to do the work of not taking a shortcut. Right, Margaret? We're actually in love with we're in love with the idea. We're in love with the concept. And what will happen is, if you're in love with the idea and the concept, you will find yourself repeating the same thing over and over. You will have the same relationship. The same women will approach you. You will find yourself dating the same woman. You will find yourself dating the same man. And he's always going to come to you with the craziness first, because here's the thing. And Miss Margaret may understand this, but I'm a huge believer in your energies, in your aura, and what you put out is what is attracted to you. They are going to see that you are going to accept the crazy that they're getting ready to bring to you. They can see that. He ain't just coming up to no old Joe Blow to talk crazy. He know who he can approach. Right. That's right. On what you don't want. I'm just saying. He know who to bring his crazy to. When you at the club, that brother that come and whisper in your ear what he can do for you that your man can't do, he know he can bring that to you. He knows, because your energy presents that. I don't care how many times you say, I ain't about that life, and you can't come talk to me any kind of way, and I'm a woman, and I'm a this, and I'm that. Your words, if they don't match your energy and your actions, you wasting your breath. There's no need for you to even entertain yourself into believing or even thinking that that's right. There's no need, because you wasting your time. Because as soon as you're in another situation, crazy is going to present itself just the way it always has. Nothing is ever going to change. We've got to stop taking the shortcuts. We got to do the real work. And you can say all day, JoJo, don't take that much. JoJo, don't take all of that. Hey, okay. But when you get tired of that same thing, rigmarole, every day, all day, it takes all of that. You be like, let me go ahead and figure this thing out. I know for me, and who am I, okay? I know for me, it took me being quiet. It took for me setting some time away from myself. That means I didn't date anybody. There was no male conversations There was nobody, there was nothing that distracted me from my thought of what I needed. You had a girlfriend nicknamed Crazy because she used to be... Hey, to the men, Michael. Keep living past crazy, dog. I'm so proud of you. See? I'm just saying. We got to stop taking shortcuts, y'all. And when I got real, and when I had that, and it was a period of... I know it was a good year. I had no male conversations. There was no man calling my phone. We just gonna chit chat. There was no we going out on a casual date. There was nothing. Because I was mad. I had to figure this mess out. Like, JoJo, what's really going on? Why do you keep doing this? Why does this keep coming to you? And I had to change my energy. And here's the thing. A lot of us find hard to do as women, as men, is to stick with ourselves the standard that we say we're going to keep. Oh, any man can't just come talk to me any kind of way, but then the cute one come by, right? And then he say something slick, and you be like, but dog, he's so fine. So I'm letting him pass on that slick talk. And guess what? He gonna keep slick talking you. He gonna always come out his mouth sideways, or she always gonna come out her mouth sideways. Always gonna have the attitude, because you're not holding yourself to your own standard. So why are you trying to make them live up to your standard when you don't even believe it yourself? I was listening. If y'all don't know who Eric Thomas is, I love Eric Thomas. I've been listening to him for years, and he is called E the Preacher, or they call him Big E. And so I was listening to him this morning, and this was his thing. Girl, mine too. This is his topic for this morning. I'll post this, but if you go out to if you look up Eric Thomas, trust me, his videos are up there, and it's called Fixing a Plate to Go. And so I was in, now the shortcut was me this morning. That's my thought. But this is Eric Thomas' thought today. This second part, fixing food for people to go. He said, we always doing the most for people who come in our lives. Like we cooking them dinner, we cooking them Thanksgiving dinner every day. The ham, the turkey, the greens, the macaroni. When all they want to do is all they want is a plate to go. They coming in and they say, oh, this is nice, but I just want a plate to go. They ain't even spending the night. They ain't even sitting down to eat with you. They fixing a plate to go and they out. How many times are we going to keep allowing people to get their stuff to go instead of staying? When are you going to change your standards? He said they don't even acknowledge you. Like they don't even bother saying, hey, what's up? You know, I'm about to come over. They don't even acknowledge that. They send you the one-line text. Or they hit you with the crazy conversation where, you know, I'm coming over anyway. And they come over anyway for their stuff to go. And they don't even stay. You know what? I can't even stay. I'm do this right here. And man, I gotta go. They just constantly taking from you. Because everything for them is to go. It's in their to-go plate. They don't even respect you enough to pretend like they ain't got their to-go plate. They come in your house with their to-go plate in their hand. And they constantly taking from you. Right. Let me tell you, Margaret. When I tell you I had to acknowledge I had some people that was taken from me and had some to-go plates. Yep. You up? What's up, girl? What you doing? At 11 o'clock at night. What you doing? You up? I'm about to run through. You know, I was out, so I'm just gonna run through right quick. What's run through right quick? When I started holding myself to my own standard, and I stopped changing my standard, and I stopped lowering it, and I stood fast on it, like, boo, it ain't coming down, dog. Either you coming up to it, or you ain't getting no parts of JoJo. You can't have my conversation. You can't have my time. You can't have my energy. Yep, you fine. Good Lord Almighty knows you fine. You a good looking man, though. And it hurt me to my heart. Y'all know, sisters, sometimes it hurt us to our heart to say, God Almighty. No, I ain't even going to respond back to that text because it's after a decent hour for you to be texting me something stupid anyway. It's hard. I ain't even going to lie. confessions and conversations. But when you hold yourself to your own standard, guess what happens? They meet you at your standard, or they keep stepping and find that other sister whose standard is, hey, JoJo, it don't take all that. And so they're going to take that shortcut and say they don't want a man to do that, but they accepting a man that do that because he approach her like that every single day. Every day. The trust has to be mutual. Right, Margaret. Run through your feelings, honey. Your conversation and your groceries. And expect the other room. They expect it. I'm just saying. They ain't even tripping that they plate is to go. They conversation so quick. How was your day, man? It was all right. What you got in there to eat? Man, it was okay. Come on, let's go. No. You keep taking them shortcuts, and we're going to keep having them, as Margaret says, you up conversations. The what you doing? WYD text messages. You keep taking them shortcuts, you're going to keep having the same crazy. I'm going to stay in that crazy job if I keep taking the shortcuts. I'm never going to want more if I keep taking the shortcut. It's just not going to happen. Period. I can say I want more. I can talk about wanting more. But if I keep taking that shortcut, more is not, it can't come. Because you haven't acknowledged why it ain't staying in the first place. Are we taking shortcuts? That's the fearless thought of the day. It's a question. Are you taking shortcuts? And if you are, why? Like, why? Why do we insist on taking them? What is the benefit of me taking a shortcut? What's the benefit? What am I gaining by taking a shortcut? I'm getting a short-term man. I'm getting a short-term result. And I'm still not happy at the end. I'm still looking and searching. What's the benefit of taking a shortcut? Right. Margaret, let me tell you, sister. We got to do the work. Why do we keep taking shortcuts? And we stop taking them. And we hold ourselves to our own standard. It's hard. As a woman, it's hard because that man be fine. He smell good. Ain't nothing like a good smelling man. He got all the right words. He dressed nice. And he got a good job. He got a nice car. And he might not have no kids. So ain't no baby mama drama. And if he do got kids, they older. So I ain't got to deal with it. But then I take that shortcut again because he hit me with the, I'm about to come over right quick. I'm about to come over for a minute at 10:30. I got to gas up the car and I'm be on your side of town, so I'm just gonna come on over. I've heard it all. The shortcut to it ain't ever gonna work. It ain't gonna stick, and I ain't ever gonna be happy. Because I can say with my mouth all day long what I'm not fixing to do, what I'm not going to take. I can say all the things. Yes. Oh, Miss Margaret, yes. I have eaten myself alive. Like, we are our own worst enemies. And I have eaten myself alive. Like JoJo. I have said, JoJo, what the hell? Like, what was you thinking? Really, JoJo, are we at this conversation again? Like, you know what? I'm so sick of you, JoJo. I don't even want to talk to you no more. And if I wasn't the thought inside your head, I wouldn't even talk to you no more. Ooh, been there, done that. 10,000 times. And until I stopped taking shortcuts, until I held myself to the standard that I said I wanted, then I couldn't do it. So, what are you going to do about that? We got to stop taking shortcuts. So, we got to. I'm just saying. We got to hold ourselves to our own standards. And when we do that, then life can begin. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be hard. And you're gonna have to I think a lot of us are afraid of being by ourselves and being quiet. And it's that hurting feeling of that makes it hard for us. Because we don't want to deal with that. And because we don't want to deal with it, we take the shortcut again. And because we take the shortcut again, I'm up here having this conversation with myself again. JoJo, really? Really? I thought we said we were done with this. I thought we said we wasn't fixing to do this no more. But I find myself doing it over and over and over and over again. When we going to stop taking shortcuts? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all, I was really worried about this lady beside me. I don't know if she has an aggressive kid in the car. But he kept banging and banging and banging like he was going to come through the car. And she finally got in the back seat. And I don't know if she manhandled him or what. But they just drove off. Oh, shit. That was a little crazy. Deal with your crazy or your crazy. Yes, ma'am, Miss Margaret. My crazy dealt with me. And it said, oh, you must like this, dog. You must really like this. Because you keep doing it over and over again. So you like this? So let me give you some more of it. We got to stop taking shortcuts. And as Mr. Eric Thomas said today, and if you go to his page, the name of his, and I don't know when he posted it, but it's called it's called To Go Plate. It's fixing food for people who just want it to go. They don't want nothing else from you. They just want to get what they can get. They takers, you know. They just go along to get along so they can get what they need to get and get out. They not giving you their conversation, their time, their energy. They not giving you nothing but the bare basics. Because they coming in with their plate to go. And so, that's the Phyllis thought for the day, guys. It was really a question. Why we keep taking shortcuts. And why we keep fixing plates to go for people. Why we keep fixing them full course, as Eric Thomas say, you got all the trimmings for their meal, the turkey, the ham, the dressing, when all they want is the plate to go. They don't even acknowledge you. They don't even respect you enough to even give you the simple behind conversation. Like, yeah, I'm doing good. You know, I'm a little stressed out about work. They don't even give you that. They just like, bam. I'm just going to run through right fast. And you be like, ooh, let me fix them something to eat. Let me do this for her. Let me do that. And then they out. You're welcome, Michael. Have a great day. I'm just saying. Please share this video. Hopefully it's helped somebody. I know most of the time. Last week, y'all. Last week's shows, every day was for me. I worked some things out this weekend. I took some time and I did. It was self-care weekend. Like, Margaret sent me messages. I didn't respond to messages, text messages, nothing. I stayed in the bed till 10:30 on Saturday. I cleaned. I relaxed. I washed hair. I did all the relaxing things. On self-care Sunday, I did facials and I sat in the sun and I ate a nice meal. And so it was a self-care kind of weekend. Stop taking the shortcuts. Take care of yourself. We can go and go and go as much as we want to. But if we keep going and we don't replenish, especially if we are givers and there's nobody to pour back into us, then we have to do that ourselves. Then don't be selfish with your time and don't apologize for that, okay? Take your time. Treat yourself. Boo. I'm just saying. And I slept great last night. You understand me? So, I love you though, Margaret. I love you. So last week, if y'all didn't know, on Thursday, was that Thursday or Friday, Margaret? It was Friday. I said I was scared. And I told you I was scared of hosting a retreat. And as I was saying that, Margaret said she's going to help me. And Miss Margaret has been on it like nobody's business. So more information about the event will be coming out. We're looking at the end of July for that event. I'm looking for 20 women, no less than 10. So Michael, if you know a woman who needs to come out to learn to live past crazy, send me her contact information or send her over here to the Fearless Morning Show, because I am my sister's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. Because it's all about, and crazy is however you define it. Please understand, your crazy doesn't have to be my crazy. It's however you define the crazy in your life. We're going to work on Good Friday. I got you, boo. I got you. I'm on it. Friday. Friday. We're going to get on it. So, guys, thank you so much. And if you know anybody who needs to come to the event, they can reach out to me or Margaret. But more information will be coming this week. And sometimes you got to admit what you're scared of. And sometimes we're simply scared of our greatness. We are scared to let our light shine. We are afraid to be great because we don't want to dim anybody else's light or let anybody else feel less than, because we want to do more. Yes, we're going to heal for real, honey. That's what we're going to do. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing Monday. Please don't forget to go over to livepastcrazy.com so you can stay up to date with everything. And then you can grab your I Am My Sister's Keeper t-shirt. So you can grab those. And then Foundations Matter, bit.ly/Foundations Matter. You can sign up to purchase that as well. It is $19.99, and you can order that, and it is a 5 ebook series. So if you know somebody who needs to live past crazy, send them over this way. I hope you have an amazing Monday, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 7:15. Have a good one.